Hey everyone, it's Amber and welcome to another video. 3 videos, or maybe this is actually 4 videos in a row. That is kind of shocking. And as always, my cat Skitty is here with us today. She is doing what she does best, purring and yawning and acting like she has barely slept when she kept me up all night. So that's what she does best. I'm still a little bit just figuring out what I want to do with this channel and everything. I'm just trying to figure things out. I don't really know what people want to see, so I figure I'll just start making content, and then maybe along the way I'll get some feedback and some opinions on maybe some other videos I should do. But for now, I've just been, kind of playing around and just seeing what I feel like recording. One of my favorite things to do before was these manga haul videos, and I'm definitely not buying as much manga as I used to. There were just some months that I would buy like 20 volumes. Like, I don't know how I read that much. Like, looking at my life now, sometimes I hardly have time to read manga for like weeks, so it's crazy that at one point in my life I was literally buying that much manga and like reading it within like 3 days. Like, I used to just like buy the volumes, come home and just splurge them, and then I'd have to go out and buy some more. Definitely not how it is now. But I wanted to do like my manga haul. Like, I really did not get that much manga because this past month has been a little crazy. I've had a lot of not great things happen. I would say I've had more bad than I've had good. So it's just been a crazy month, and I'm having, some changes are happening with my business. Some not so great things happened. So yeah, I went to Barnes & Noble. I had to pick somebody up, and I was just kind of like briefly on the phone with somebody, but I was looking through the manga they had, and there are a lot of series I need to catch up on, but I have not sat down and like actually looked and seen what books I need to get. So whenever I do go to Barnes & Noble, or if I go to a physical store, I typically don't buy, like, I know I need to buy volumes, but I can't remember what volume I ended on, and I don't really have the time to go back and return things, so I just kind of like accept the fact. I'm like, okay, I like don't know what volume I'm on. I used to have this book before that would literally like list all of the manga series I was reading, what volumes they had, what volumes I needed to buy, how much the volumes were, when the volumes were released. Like, I used to have that categorized, colorized, like it was just so much of a bigger thing. Now I'm just kind of to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I think like I've not seen this volume, or this is a new series and I kind of want to look into it. And I know that if I buy the first book of a series, I don't have to worry about accidentally buying a book from a previous one or whatever. So I got only 2 books. One of them I've been looking forward to getting for a while, but I literally just, I guess, didn't even realize it had released yet. And I felt so bad while I was checking out. Some things have been happening with just like the community I'm in for my work, and somebody was calling me and going at it on the phone, and I was on the phone and I was in there and I was like trying to check out, and I felt like if it had been any other day, I probably would have had a lovely conversation with this person. But like, I was on the phone, I was just like trying to so quickly give her like my phone number and everything, and I felt so bad because I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. I was on the phone with someone who was not screaming at me, but like really upset over a situation, and I was like one phone, her asking me my phone number and like trying to, I was like, I like, you can clearly see I'm on the phone, I can't do this right now. And then my like credit card was having issues. Like, it just was a lot. So I don't think they watched this video. I don't even know who they are, but I apologize if I came off rude, because that's not what I intended. And she like even opened up the book and was like talking about the printed colored picture, and I was like, girl, I want to talk to you so bad. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. But I want to just quickly go over the 2 books that I bought. One of them is a light novel, one of them is actually a manga. So The first one, which I gotta say beforehand, Barnes & Noble right now, I guess, with the holidays, they've got these, like, I'm trying to see my camera. They've got these book reader cards. Great, I always need something, especially like on these volumes. So the first one I have is the manga volume. I'm gonna be quite frank and honest. This is like not the most amazing series in the world, but it's so easy to read and it's so cheesy that like I've come to appreciate it, but like super easy to read. I think anybody could read it. So the first one I have is volume number 7 of Vampire Dormitory, and like I said, this is super easy to read. Nothing crazy, like the plot, you just sit there and you're like, okay, like I think a child might have written this. It's not that hard to comprehend. The artwork is definitely nice though, and I'm trying to just, I don't want to spoil because you are later on. Okay. Trying to find a picture that like does not spoil is very difficult, especially when you're in volume 7 and just some of the things that happen in this, so hard. So the last book I bought as of right now, I don't foresee myself buying too much more manga for this month just because there's so many changes happening and I like need to actually save money, especially at Christmas time, is I have the first volume of The Husky and His White Cat Season. I think is how you say it, season maybe. So this is part of their Danmei, I cannot tell you how to say it, it's spelled D-A-N-M-E-I collection. I have pretty much all of Heaven's Official Blessing, Scum's Villain, which I've already completely read Scum's Villain. I read it years ago. Modazushi, or The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. I also read that when it was being like released on a website by these people called Exiled Rebel Scans, and I would always like sit on my computer at night and be like, I need that updated chapter. Like, you don't understand, it was so different back then before these type of novels were being picked up. This was the one that the poor person was trying to talk to me about, and I felt so bad because like she was kind of like pointing out, and I'll show you. It's got the full spread and everything, all of the artwork. So beautiful. The cover is so beautiful as well. I'm so happy to have this because I have personally never read it before, but I've heard really good things. I think it's so interesting that Seven Seas is really listening to their readers and just picking up all these titles that I felt like I never thought that Modazushi would ever get a translation. And now it's super popular and you just see so many more. Hopefully there will be some being picked up from like Priest and everything. Heard super good things about some of their writings, and I'm just really excited, and I'm excited to get into it. It's a little bit of a bigger volume, but like most things, the words are not, like, the print's not bad. Once you read a few Stephen King novels, especially like It, this stuff is not bad at all. This is very big words. That's 1,000 something words and the print is super small. So this is nothing to me. But yeah, so those are the 2 books that I bought this month. Hopefully next month I'll be able to pick up a few more, or just be able to start trying to work on some series that I would really like to catch up on, because there's a lot that I like really love, but I just haven't gotten the books. So I would love to kind of catch up on them. So I got this book and I got this one. These are the 2 that I bought for November. So if you guys like this video, make certain to like it and subscribe so that way you can stick around and see what else I do with this channel, and I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are enjoying this content again. So have a good rest of the day and have a great Thanksgiving. Bye!